Hello, good evening.
Hello, how you doing?
Hello, how are you?
I'm just terrific. How about yourself?
I'm okay, fine, thank you. Thank you very much for coming on, Teresa.
Oh, thank you for
Uh,
having me. It's a pleasure.
brilliant, brilliant. Um, Now, guys, before we start, just to tell you that tomorrow's show is cancelled. So this is what I want to tell you before we start. Teresa, you look so lovely tonight. It's unbelievable.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Where is your loved one?
Oh,
Where's he go?
he's he's floating around here, and he's getting ready to come on after me.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. He's not doing any cooking tonight, then, is he?
No, he's off. We've been off for a little bit because the studio kitchen is being remodeled, so it's almost done for the
All
Hardcore
right,
show, and then you're going to see new shows coming out with the new studio kitchen. It's awesome.
good. Um, you
Uh,
were you were born in you're born in this country in
I was
England.
born in this country, yes.
Yes. So, can you tell me? So what happened was you were born in this country, then you kind of like went to USA.
Well, I was born, my dad was in the Air Force. My dad was actually from Blackpool, England.
Right.
And
Okay.
then he left England when he was like 19. He went to Canada, and then he came to the United States, and he met my mom in Florida. And he joined the American Air Force because he wanted to stay in the States. So I was born in Fort Dix, New Jersey, which is actually an Army base because back then McGuire Air Force Base didn't have a hospital. And but then I ended up living in England like two different times because he got stationed over there.
All
So
right. Okay.
yeah.
How old were you then when you left England? Then.
Oh gosh, I was only 10, but I remember a lot, and
Yeah.
I would like to go back. Different members of my family. Well, I'm going to be going back. We were supposed to go to England this year, but the COVID got everything canceled. So
Yeah.
we're hoping to go next year. Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like over there at the moment with the virus?
It's still kind of hot right now. We're waiting for the cooler weather to come in, which comes in more towards the end of this month. It's like in the 80s, and it's been kind of humid because there's been a lot of storms. We suffer with those horrible hurricanes. We didn't get hit too bad this year. The top of the state, the Panhandle, got hit, and poor Louisiana twice. But we're spoiled here, though. We really are. We're spoiled with the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You live in a nice country.
Live in paradise is what I like to say.
Oh no, you live there. Yeah. Right. I see that after when you settled into United States, um, you kind of like went into singing. You had a love of singing, didn't you?
Yeah, I love music. I love all kinds of music. Different kinds of music making me feel different ways and stuff. And so I was in chorus for like 6 years through middle school and all through high school. And I did a lot of variety shows and stuff. Had a blast. Loved
Yeah,
it.
especially jazz.
I
I
did
see.
jazz dancing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
did that.
What
Yeah,
was that like? What was that
it
like?
was more fun because really young, like when I was 6, I tried ballet, but like when I was in my teenage years, I did the jazz, and that to me that was more fun for me.
Gosh,
Yeah, more
yeah.
upbeat. I had a really cool teacher who designed all her own dances that we did at a variety show at the end of every year, and it was great and
Okay.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Did you do acting after that? Was it with
Uh,
acting?
no, acting. My mom always said I acted a lot as a child. Me and my sister would always put on these like little shows. I still love to make people laugh, so you know, uh, just dress up as like an old woman or stuff. We get to do that every year now with Halloween here in the United States, which is coming up pretty soon in 2 weeks. So a lot of
Oh
people
no.
like to live out their fantasies in that. But I did more of like the performing of dancing and singing versus the acting.
Okay. And you also did you went to the Palm Beach Country Club.
Yeah, well, that's
And
where I studied my
yeah,
the jazz dancing. Yeah.
yeah. When I first read that, I thought, country club? What's that got to do with jazz? Because
Yeah.
over here, it's either a golf club or a social club or something like that.
Well, they had all kinds of stuff there. But
Yeah.
reversing that a little bit, actually, I should say I did do acting, because when you're dancing and singing, you are acting. That's what people don't realize, too, because you're performing. Modeling is performing.
Being married is performing.
Danny says being married is performing.
Yeah.
Especially after 34 years.
34 years. I've already been married.
Just drop knives away.
Yeah. November 8th, 34 years. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, actually, where did you meet Danny to?
That's kind of a funny story. So I actually met him in a nightclub, because what happened was he was out on a date with this Greek girl that night who didn't really care for his mother and said something negative about his mother. So you don't say that to any Italian boy or man. So they got in an argument and she left. And then I was out with a girlfriend who decided that she wanted to take off with this guy. We didn't have cell phones back then. So I was there by myself. He was there by himself. And he asked me to dance, and the rest is history.
Right, okay. And you've been married to him for 34 years?
It's going to be 34 years on November 8th, yes.
Right, how did you cope?
Well, like I said, it's never boring, and we're acting a lot. I'm just kidding. You got to roll with the punches, too.
Oh, yes, I know that. I'm married too, so don't I?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And also now you've got your own talent agency.
Yes.
And it covers, what does that cover? Does it cover all the world, or does it?
Well, yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm on the East Coast, but I have a lot of talent also out in LA. And I have some talent over in the UK. You just joined my agency. And so I have union talent. My agency is called Action Entertainment Talent Agency, and I also do non-union, which we have a non-union section, which is called Hollywood Rising Stars Talent.
Right.
So yeah, but
can you explain, both of them, between the Rising Stars and
sure.
the union, because people are listening, they're saying, well, what is it?
So if you're non-union or you're just starting out, which obviously if you're just starting out, you are going to be non-union, that's our Hollywood Rising Stars segment. So if you're wanting to get into the industry, you can contact us at Hollywood Rising Stars at aetalent.net. And then we have the union section, which is like SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild, and AFTRA. And those are for the people that have been in the industry longer. They've taken the initiative to become union. And that they would contact us at info@aetalent.net.
Right.
So
okay.
we represent all aspects of the entertainment industry.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
How many people have you got in your books then, on your talent?
Oh, we have probably over 200 or more plus clients, but then we have, more of our top clients.
So do you send them out for, like, is it film, music,
right.
and theater? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, we take all aspects of the entertainment industry. So we can take comedians, singers, dancers, all kinds of musicians, actors.
Porn stars, porn.
And Danny, he's just getting into the porn star business. So, I'm just kidding. But, any type of talent, contact us. We have room for all kinds of talent, and we'll guide you. And, of course, the union people pretty much know what's going on.
Right, okay. What's the most famous person you ever had in your talent agency?
I would have to say Danny. They're all famous, and they're all talented. So, I work for everybody, so I don't want to,
Name some of the people you work with.
but some of my favorite talent right now that I like to do a shout out to, some people that have really been working hard, is Esau McKnight,
From LA.
and he's from LA, and Johnny Sabah's from LA,
Right.
and
Dawn.
Hang on. Have you got Johnny on your books?
excuse me,
Have you got Johnny on your books?
What?
Johnny. Have you got Johnny on your books?
Johnny.
yes,
Yes.
yes, I do. And Jamar Edmondson from the East Coast.
Right, from New York City.
He's from New York. And,
Oh, from Georgia. The girl from Georgia. Trees. Chick from Georgia.
Danny's like yelling in my ear. This is what you have to put up with when you're married for 34 years. But, all the talent is great. I love them all. Our agency is here for everyone to help everybody.
Oh, we're also in October. We're going to the modeling, honey.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to mention that we get to be VIP judges every year. We're so blessed for Barbizon Modeling and TV Commercial Competition. It's going to be held in December this year. I think December 20th
In Georgia.
in Atlanta, Georgia. So we're getting ready to do that. Danny's a judge. I'm a judge. VIP judges, and we get to meet a lot of new talent there. So it's very exciting.
It's like a scouting trip, and
It's like a scout. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's what you need. Yeah. What's the most embarrassing moment that you've ever had?
In my life? Oh,
Yeah.
most embarrassing moment. Probably had a lot of them. One as a child, we were in a restaurant and I was trying to tell my mom that I was going to be like really sick, and she was having a conversation with her friends, and she wasn't paying attention to me, and I was trying to get her attention, and finally I just threw up all over the whole restaurant table. And so I was like really embarrassed for that. Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like to work as a couple?
We have a lot of fun. It's not easy because, we both think differently, but I think we make a good team, good guy, bad guy. But I just try to take one day at a time, and that's my philosophy now, one day at a time. But it's not always easy, but we have a lot of fun.
Yes, I can see that when I'm watching all your videos and stuff. Right, the next question is...
The next question. I'm nervous now.
Yes, so am I.
How old are you?
No.
We don't ask those questions.
Who's the best cook out of you two?
Oh, well, that's easy. Danny. He taught me how to cook. I couldn't cook the only thing I could cook or make when I met him was scrambled eggs with cheese and chocolate chip cookies. That was it. I sucked at it for many years, but I started figuring it out when my 3 kids came along because they were hungry. And but you have to like it. If you don't like cooking, it's not going to work for you. But I actually really like it. I don't like to cook when I'm like stressed. I like to take my time. Now, Danny, he can take anything. I didn't even know some of the food even existed in my kitchen cupboards or fridge, right? He can take anything and whip up a meal, and I just love that because then nothing goes to waste. But I'm like, I don't even know how you made that.
It's surprising what you can make, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do better with like certain dishes that I'm really good at and stuff like that.
Yeah, we support a soup kitchen in England here, and what we do is we've been supporting them for quite a while now. And they get all this, it's the apple. Yeah, we get all the food from all the supermarkets, that's nearly gone off.
Okay.
And we send it off to this homeless place, and what they do is they make meals out of them and sell them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
awesome.
we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said to my wife one day, I thought, I hope none of them's going to be kind of like gone off or anything, gone off food and stuff. Yeah, because you've got to be careful on the labels and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So anyway, since the COVID's over, what you going to do when the COVID's over?
Well,
What's
when
the
the
plan?
COVID's over, I mean, everything's
Go to England.
going to be opening back up. So we're going to be going to England. We may be LA again. You know, when we go over to Europe, I want to go to England. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Germany. But then we want to go back to LA. So yeah.
We're filming in
And,
England.
we're going to be filming in England and
Wow.
cooking show and different stuff like that too. So
All right. Okay.
yeah. So we're looking forward to everything opening up back up. Definitely.
Yeah. You do need it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really
It's
good.
one thing to work with somebody and then you're cooped up with them too.
Yes. Yeah. Have you ever felt like kind of like whacking him with a rolling pin or anything
Every day.
every day?
I was just thinking the other day that I wanted to go out and buy a bigger one of rolling pins. I think I need it.
You don't. You love him, really.
I'm
you,
just-
love, you love him, really. You can. I can see it in all the videos and everything that you're in love with him.
yeah.
You got to take care of him. He's.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. I'm just joking.
You know what us men are like? We're so delicate. Us men.
Oh, men are delicate. I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
actually, you're
Where are my underwear? Where's my
you're
underwear?
the wimps actually.
We're the
That's-
wimps. Ooh. My wife is nodding to me and she's saying yes, true.
You
Yeah.
fucked up my bra.
Oh my bra. Oh my God.
see what I have to put up with?
Yeah, how do you cope? I've got it in my
Yeah.
ear saying, get on with it.
Okay.
You're just making me laugh. When Danny's in the kitchen, what's your favourite meal that he's ever made you?
Oh, well, see, anything Italian, but I'd have to say his traditional meat sauce, traditional Italian meat sauce. Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Fish
and he makes a great seafood marinara sauce too, but I'd have to say the meat sauce
Seafood.
is my favorite.
Mm.
But
I love
anything,
seafood.
I'll take anything Italian. He's like, don't you ever get bored of that? I'm like, no, I could eat it every night.
Well, you're probably married to Italian as well, aren't you?
Well, yeah,
Italian stallion. You never
Italian
know.
stallion, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they called him in the army, was the Italian stallion, yeah.
Sorry. It's just. Yeah. I've lost the plot here. Can you
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I've got to go back to my notes. It's not usually like this. It's just him making me laugh.
We're making you laugh. Well, it's important to laugh every day.
You went into nursing and dental, didn't you?
I did that when I first got married. Yeah. Well, actually, when I met Danny, I was in nursing school, but it really wasn't me,
Mm.
But I had to find that out, nurse's aide for 5 years, did nursing, switched over to the dental. So I was in the medical
about
industry
8, 9 years.
about 10 years or so.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
In my early
No.
years, yeah.
How about this? Karate?
Well, yeah, karate, martial arts, I've been doing that for like 36 years now. Yeah.
So do you have to do the chops on Danny then?
Yeah, I've chopped him many times over the head.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what made you go into that then? Karate.
Well, when I first met him, he was bugging me to take martial arts. And I was like, well, I don't know. I was in college at the time and I had to take a physical education class. So I decided they had self-defense. And I'm like, well, okay, let me take that and see if I liked it. And I did. So then I started taking class with him. And there was my sister, maybe 3 or 4 other girls, and they all quit. And I just kept doing it. And I was like the only woman for a long, long time. Now today, it's more popular. Well, it started like in the 90s, 80s, late 80s, 90s, getting more popular with kids and women and stuff. It just becomes a way of life, and it's really. I used to be somewhat shy, and it helped me get over that, you know, because learning how to be in front of people and teaching and learning how to perform in martial arts events and stuff like that, it helps you get over that, helps you focus.
So you're not smoking pot?
Self-confidence.
Smoking pot, marijuana? What?
No, we're not talking about medical marijuana right now.
Shit's great!
But we're talking about martial arts. And so, yeah, and, you know, we ran one of the top teams in the world. We were sponsored by Pepsi-Cola. It was called National Team Pepsi. We were we were sponsored by Steve Shepard's Ring Star, which was a company he started for protective gear when you're sparring, and he sponsored our team. You know, at one point, you know, we were traveling all over the United States performing too. We did shows and stuff. So we were always in the entertainment business. Yeah. We threw
is that where you want to be all the time now, in the entertainment business?
Yes, that's, yeah, we transitioned over into the entertainment business. So
full time, so Kim Kahana.
Yeah, we met Kim Kahana, who is Charles Bronson's stunt double for over 20 years, famous Hollywood stuntman. And he got us into the industry, and he actually convinced me to do the agency. And we've been, you know, he
retired from the
us.
karate, honey.
Yeah, so basically, you know, we transitioned, we kind of retired from doing all that martial arts stuff into the entertainment industry.
Action.
Right, okay.
Action, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're running your talent agency, when you're running the talent agency, sorry, I'll get a lot of echo. Sorry.
That's okay.
Do you find it very difficult? How do you choose people for the kind of, like, if it's for theatre, or what do you do? Do you have to look at their profile?
Yeah, so when somebody contacts the agency, we ask them to send us as much information on them as they possibly can. You know, if they have headshots, you know, a lot of people just send photos. We have to guide people. They'll just send photos they took of themselves in their backyard. So we'll be like, no, you really need some professional headshots, you know, then some different action shots of yourself doing things. And it's not like the photo that you would think of that your grandmother would like, you know, it would be just different characters. And then, you know, if they have any links to any demo reels that they might have, or whatever you know, entertainment work that they do. And first we take a look at all of that, and then we send them a package and that they have to fill out. And that's how we get to know everything about them. There's a talent profile they have to fill out. There's a talent questionnaire. What are some of their concerns? So we can know as much about that person and what type of entertainment gigs that they want to be sent on. You know, if they're a singer, dancer, some people do it all. You know,
I bet it's an odd job, though, isn't it? Being a talent agent.
Yeah, well, you know, I love people, so and I like helping people. So now, you know, it can be very frustrating on times, because sometimes you get talent that doesn't listen to you. You know, like I tell them they need professional headshots and they don't do it, or you know. But I always say, you know, proof is in the pudding. You know, whatever you. Think of it as any job. So if you were hired by any company and your boss came to you and said, you need to do this and this and this to advance your career, you would want to do that. So it's the same thing for the entertainment industry. If your agent or manager tells you need to do this, you need to listen to them. And, you know, you can't be cheap about it, because it's an investment in yourself. So whatever you put into something is what you're going to get out.
Yeah. It's really hard, though, isn't it?
Well, it can be hard when people don't listen to you, and then, you know, but it can be very rewarding for the people that do, and then they get hired. So that's the whole goal.
You must get stressed out when people like keep on contacting you and say, "Can you give me some work, please? I need some work. Whether it's in the UK.
You know, that's part of our job, and I always tell people they're supposed to do that. You know, stay in contact with your agent, you know, to stay on top of that pile there. You know, stir the pot a little bit to get noticed.
Yeah,
so that's perfectly fine.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
because that's what people are like. I remember when I had my agent, I had to kind of like do it to her. You should be on the phone to her all the time.
Right.
But it's so difficult these days now because you've got to have someone you can trust. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. You've got to find someone you trust. That's covered the questions, and I'll leave you alone. Then I'll have Danny on.
Okay. You want him to come in right now?
Yeah, can you bring him in?
Okay. So, should I log out so that
What'd you announce me, Teresa? It's fine.
so that he can be seen on the screen, or how does that work?
No, you walk out.
Just you walk out, and he'll come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce my co-host of and celebrity cook Danny Zaino with the Hardcore Cooking Show, and he's also an actor, and he is a fight choreographer, and he's a TV and radio host. So please welcome Danny.
Get out of my face, man. Hey, man.
Hi, man.
Yeah.
You all right?
I'm good. This is great. I'm all right. I am absolutely cool. So what's up?
Sorry, mate.
Go ahead.
Okay. How are you then?
I'm good. I'm good. You're like a celebrity on YouTube, aren't you?
All over the place, mate. All over the place.
Oh, really? All over the place? That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you more about it in a minute.
Yeah.
Are we ready to go on that?
Oh, okay, cool. Are you ready?
So I'm speaking to somebody.
That's cool. I'm good.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
I'm great.
Danny.
Yes, sir.
Danny. So you're a chef, you're a comedian, you're an actor.
No, I'm a cook.
Yeah.
Not a chef.
All right, so you're a cook.
Yeah, cook.
Yeah, okay. You're an actor, you're a comedian. How do you cope with all those?
How do I do it? The cooking is, I'm Italian, and my father had a lot of kids, and we worked. And, child, I didn't get paid, it just worked. So, and real disciplined restaurant. So there's a lot of pressure, and if things didn't come out right, things you get fucked up. So when you're young and you're cooking, so that when it transfers over to the movie business, it's great because the pressure's like as a child, So my family did me a favor,
Yeah. So because your parents had a restaurant. It was an Italian restaurant, wasn't it?
Yeah. My parents had Italian. Originally, my dad was going to be a maintenance man. I was a tile marble contractor for about 35 years.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
But my father, he did block and brick, and he belonged to the union in New York City. So he was. What were we talking about just now? I just get sidetracked.
No, carry on.
Well, carry on. So anyway, that's some of the roots of my father. He's from Brooklyn, New York City. My mom was from Harlem and grew up same place as President Trump.
All right, okay.
So it was kind of it was Corona, which kind of New York City breeds a lot of ambitious people, a lot of tough people, and probably the smartest people on the planet are actually in that city. It's pretty amazing, the culture of New York City, of New York in general.
Yeah. What's it like to be a cook?
To be a cook is when I was growing up, I was very proud, and I did everything. Ran the cash register, opened the wine, did this, that, and the other thing, closed the place, the whole 9 yards. And plus, I was a jock, so I did wrestling, football. To be a cook back then, I didn't really. We turned it into a contest. Me and my brothers and shit. We see who can cook the fastest meal. We have dough contest and meal because we had to work there. Period.
Yeah.
So and we were rowdy. We were rowdy family, and it's a little tiny place.
That surprises me really, because the Italian families are actually strict, didn't they, on cooking? Because you've got to get everything right, didn't you?
Yeah, you got to get everything right. So on camera, it's cool because there's certain things I know what to say, because I have a brand new kitchen. It's going to be awesome, man. It's like you're a little piece of Italy. It's cool, Italy, America, like a little Italy type of deal. You guys are going to love it. So, but I've got a great manager, Kim Kahana Senior, and he's 90. My manager's 90 years old. He's done so many things. You have to thank the people climbing up the ladder, because when you might keep on climbing as a rising star, but then all of a sudden shit hits the fan and you fall down a few flights. So you always have to not fuck over your friends.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it, isn't it? It's the way you do it.
Yeah.
You're a producer as well. You produce your.
Yeah, producer. I like this mask right here.
You like this? I love this. Look, it's a Mardi Gras thing. Yeah, man. Look at that. Yeah, man. What we were talking, one of my favorite masks. When I do talk to people in England, for some odd reason, I've never been to the Mardi Gras, but I love this Mardi Gras mask.
I love it.
Sorry, I think you're funny.
Yeah, I love it.
I
got this hat too, man. I got this hat in Hollywood at the Magic Castle, man. Look, folds. You could be a bum, Freaking awesome. I could be a bum and talk here.
You remind me of Scrooge with that hat on.
What?
Scrooge with that hat on.
I know Scrooge.
Yeah.
Scrooge, yeah.
Yeah.
I could be like in a movie with something.
Yeah, that Funeral Undertaker in Scrooge, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
I love acting. I love acting, man. But I'm hooked up with some great people, and I got my own production going, so I enjoy it more than freak out, or it's just more of a love,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your? I see that you kind of like cook a lot. You like cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife, I just had your wife on, and she said that she loves your cooking, and you do all the cooking.
Well, I'm the opposite. When I get stressed out, I cook. So I'm the complete opposite. And there's some animals like in the back of my house. I was traveling for so many years. Now I've got a little flock of animals. I feed them with some of the food. I feed the crew. So I'm constantly cooking. And now, I had to do it as a child. I'd say, because I was so proud of my family growing up being Italian, and it's a pizzeria. But I had no idea that you were supposed to get paid, right? The shit that goes along with it. It was basically, that was my family, and this is the older ones got paid, but the younger ones, screw you, you have to work.
Yeah, of course.
That was just part of it. And I didn't realize in that short 5 years. Then I had 3 kids. I had to cook for them. And I teach Teresa how to cook. She didn't have to cook nothing.
She didn't.
I was throwing shit out the fucking window. The long guy was he goes, Danny, I found 2 chickens. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know. I come home. This is when we first met and shit. But then she started really great cook. Now she's a fucking great cook, man. Yeah, like great chef. She makes a lot of good English dishes, Mexican, Italian too. Yeah, she makes a lot of stuff.
Gosh.
So you were mentioning about healthy cooking. Remember you were talking about that?
Yeah.
When you first contacted me before. So can you explain a tiny bit about that with me? Yeah,
sure. Yeah. So what it is, as you know about me, I've been all the media about my weight loss.
Okay.
I went to boot camp, 6 months, as I was saying to Teresa just now.
Okay.
And I believe in kind of like healthy cooking. I love, all sorts of food really. So what I wanted to do is kind of like do something with health, do cooking, but healthy cooking, healthy stuff. Because the takeaways, we've got too many takeaways at the moment in this country. and takeaways are being kind of like open next to schools.
Well,
So
I'm listening.
so so what's been happening is that I've been campaigning. I'm an obesity campaigner, where we're trying to stop all the schools when the children come out. Instead of them going for a takeaway, going on to for home cooking,
Oh,
but healthy stuff. Healthy eating.
okay. So you're trying to make people think, more healthier.
Yeah,
Right,
that's what
I
we're
get it.
trying to do. But that's what we're trying to do. I'm not saying that they can't have like like pizza or whatever like that, but
Mm.
have it more healthier, and because
Well,
obese,
or nutritionist, working with nutritionists. That also is the shit you think is bad, they think is good, and the stuff you think is bad, it's the opposite. And if you stay hardcore with nutritionists, it gives you a good kick in the ass,
oh yeah,
Because I'm a veteran, I'm a disabled veteran, and I've met with a lot of them.
yeah. I was going to talk to you about that,
But,
about that, but you just said it, so it's okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that half of that.
Yeah,
My hat. My veterans hat. Yeah, my veterans hat.
well done.
Yeah.
Dude. Proud of you. What you doing? Proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of being in the military. I joined when I was 17, and I went in when I was 18. And I went to Korea, first Japan for a couple of days, then Korea, and then something very happened as soon as I got there first, and so I have amnesia of my job, but not really. So that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Bad shit.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So I'm in the PTSD program, and I'm an advocate for PTSD and for their families. Also
Okay.
in the civilian world too, PTSD, whatever. It's almost like the plague. If you're a veteran.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to come back sometime and talk about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I'm an advocate. I go to a lot of stuff with the PTSD. I was also in a music group where they sang, and that was cool too.
Yeah, because that's for therapy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for therapy.
Yeah, therapy.
And it works, doesn't it?
Singing works. And I also had therapy where they had candy.
Yeah.
Every session, eat candy, and it's kind of cool. Some of the people that have, they're just. You see different people over the years. I've been in a ton of counseling.
Yeah.
Ton of counseling. Yeah. So
how did you when you left the military? How did you cope?
Military. I came from the '70 riots, like the riots right now in America. I came from that, and I also came from New York, from Long Island.
All right.
And so I went. I was always in gang fights and fist fights and shit like that. It was nothing. It was basically part of my life. I got to Korea. I was a runner. I ran to the mountains all the time, and I got jumped. I got ambushed, and I found out on the internet like 30, 40 years. I didn't speak to nobody for years. Nobody. I talked to nobody about it, because I wanted to go to war. I didn't, and actually, I was in a war situation. The exact same shit, but only.
Yeah.
But because it was the cloak and dagger, it was espionage. It was secret. The DMZ in Korea is secret, with the Americans against the North Koreans and the South Koreans is secret.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of killing that goes on. There's tunnels that get dug, and they go over to DMZ and they try to fuck the shit up.
Can I ask?
It's a bad situation.
Can I ask? I know you won't. I know. Don't tell me if you don't want to. But when you were in the military, did you ever kill anybody?
I don't think so. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no clue. I know in America I didn't. I didn't in America. But at the DMZ, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no clue. So it was. I was with NATO.
All right. Okay.
7980. You can look it up. It was there was a massacre there too, just like in America, the same bullshit. And I was an American, and they hated us. And we used to march through the thing and all this other horse shit. And, I was just a young asshole coming from the streets, man.
Yeah.
Saying, fuck it. You know what I mean? And just to me, it was exciting.
Yeah.
What
do you think that changed? What do you think changed your life then?
What changed my life? I don't know. I guess I was a performer for the Army karate team. I was a fighter.
Right.
And that was one of my skill sets. So I taught karate. I was a tournament promoter. So I picked up from the military. I picked up what I do for a living. Now too. There's some great people that started in the military for entertainment.
All right. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I remember there's a huge, what do you call it? There's tons of people in the military. So if you get one of those spots, you got to be decent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the Army bowling team, you got to be good. The Army football team, you got to be good. I was on the Army karate team. So I was sick. So they just let me fight. And I had a dojo. I had a karate school. So I got to fight. Anybody came in there. So I would have been arrested a million times over and over. But since I had a dojo, they wanted to fight anyway. So, but it's karate, regular karate. Yes, I learned karate, which is, and plus I wrestled. So I do. So I wrestled since I can crawl.
What kind of wrestling was that then? Was it
collegiate wrestling?
All right. Okay.
Collegiate. In New York, I would come from New York, and you learn that in grade school how to wrestle, and I was heavy into competition there, and also football and shit. And then came to Florida.
Yeah.
I was a fish out of water, man, because I was a northerner, a guy from New York coming to the South, and it wasn't good. My accent, shit, didn't work out.
I bet you were 80 then, weren't you?
Was what?
I bet you were 80.
Hated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hated because as a fighter, I would fight 5 guys at a time. I couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose. And I'm not going to stay around to see my beautiful work. I'm gone. If I'm going to fight with somebody, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm diving in the water. I'm doing some shit, climbing on something. I'm out of there.
Would you do that?
Well, yeah.
Would you do that today? Fight somebody?
Sure. If it had something to do with hurt my family, or I was in danger. I don't believe in, I've got a lot of friends on Facebook, a lot of girls too, a lot of beautiful girls. No, I don't want to. No, I go to the modeling shows. I'm a judge at the modeling shows now, and I'm coming to England to do a few shows there. I'm moving to England and then Germany. I'm going to go to Germany.
Right. Okay.
Probably have to go to Italy too. I want to do Italy something different. So I'm Italian.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm Italian, American, and Irish. I have some Irish in me too.
That's good. Yeah.
So, but I mainly grew up Italian. So I'm having a pissin', man. I just remodeled my kitchen for the show.
Yeah.
And then I have a little tiny audience and the whole 9 yards. And I'm from a stunt community. Stunt men, people.
Yeah. I was just.
So it's going to be funny shit.
What was it like to be a stunt man?
I'm not. Oh wait, let me take. I'm not a stunt man. I help out at the ranch. I'm a ranch hand. I'm a choreographer at a stunt. I'm not a stunt man. I would be a coordinator, a choreograph coordinator, and I'd work with the stunt people. Is what I would do.
Okay.
I'd work with the stunt people, but stunt people will do more than what I do. But being with Kim Kahana at the Kahana Stunt Ranch, one of the best stunt schools in the world, he just taught me that I can understand if somebody's going to get hurt on set, and I would tell my actors, "I'm sorry, you guys got to come off." And he'd go, "Why? Why is this? Because you're going to get hurt." So I'm learning the business kind of the right way.
Yeah.
So stunt man, I know about stunt. I love it. I'm going to go see my stunt guy. I love helping out. I could do anything, but anything high, I'm a pussy. So I'm not. I'll do to help my teacher. He's old. I'll help him do any goddamn thing. But I'm just part of the ranch.
What celebrity chef?
A chef goes to school and everything, and I was basically almost homeless. At one point, especially being in the PTSD program, I had some family problems, and I'm family orientated. So to have family problems, it's 50% of my PTSD problems is neglect. A lot of guys that have been in some type of combat or killed or for their country go through shit like this where everybody just alienates them. And don't get me wrong, it's probably my fault too. So.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say about a chef, what cook would you like to work in the kitchen with?
I would just work with celebrities. Bobby Flay, man, he's got I think a high school diploma, and he's did a lot of shit. I just don't like the contest shows. I'm against them. My cooking show is going to be stunt based and comedy based and cooking third.
All right. Okay.
So it's not my show is a comedy show, but I go over the world cooking with people. So I'll be with Princess Natalie in England, and then I'm going to go see I'll think of his name, but I'm going to London and seeing some people like Christopher Livermore, and a few other people. So when I get there. And a few stunt people in Germany I want to see. Mike Moeller. And I'm going to be filming when I get there. So it's going to be, I have my own show. It's called The Road to Hollywood. I'm on my third one. It's been going on for years, but I'm on my third one. I want to get to 7, and then I want to go to France and put it in Cannes. I'm learning, the great part about, I've learned a lot. I've been a performer since I'm young, since the military. But so I had my own martial arts team, performance team, We perform for all the masters. All the masters, all the assholes, and all the top cheeses. Our show would have to be so good that the masters would get up and clap, because they're not going to clap. Your peers. It would be almost an acting or anything else that anybody does good. So I actually taught for the people that did it. And they want everything to look cool, but then everything look fun, So
when you come over this country, then you won't be working with any like TV channels, then. You'll be doing it all yourself.
No, when I get to England, I've got a lot of friends. I got a lot of personal friends that I'm going to be seeing and buying meals, and they're buying meals for me and this, that, and the other thing. So first one I'm going to see is Princess Natalie. Right. I'm going to fly straight into her town, stay a couple of days with her, and maybe hit a bar with her, because she's kind of flamboyant and kind of cool. Yeah. And maybe spend probably 3 days in her town, and then head straight to London. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm in Devon and she's in Cornwall. She lives in Cornwall.
Well, anybody that I know, some people in England and stuff, they want to meet. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. You know what I mean? We'll say, hey, we're going to be here. We're going to be there. It's better that, you want to be safe when you go someplace. You want people to know your itinerary. You know what I mean? I used to be a former police officer. So you don't want anybody to know what you're doing. But at the same time, you want to make plans when you get to a foreign country. So I've got a nice fan base in England. People love my cooking show. And then martial arts. So, and then my stunt teacher, what he comes out with is absolutely amazing. He was Charles Bronson's stunt double. So when you go there, his shit's like right in the money. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you get people from all over the world coming there to film their gigs and to learn. So it's a very, very interesting place.
Well, I'm a fan of your cooking show.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a big fan of your cooking show. I think it's so hilarious. I think it's so funny. And
Yeah, it is funny. I'm gonna do. I'll do one dedicated to you. I'll do a Chris Bear show. I'm dedicated to you, and then I'll have Teresa get on there and do something healthy, and then I'll get on there and do something unhealthy. And so we'll just fuck with you. When Teresa gets on, she's gonna be. We'll have two ways of thinking about it, because my thought and thinking about it is portion control, too. So if I make a rich meal, if you portion it properly, you're not going to get fat. You're going to love it and enjoy it. So it's when you go for those seconds and thirds and all that shit. But if it's a rich meal, you would know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would know it. So yeah. So
yeah, I think you do. I reckon you just make people laugh. I think you're so funny.
Oh, thank you.
I watch loads of your stuff, and especially when you and Teresa get together, and
yeah, me and my wife. Yeah, because
that?
I got PTSD, so I forget. So in the middle of the thing, she knows me by now. She'll say it, and I'll say, "Yeah, I know. That's what you got. This shit that Teresa had it," and I keep on going. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool having a studio in my home. Because people could come from all over the world, my friends, and I can put them up and film cool shit. Yeah. And then with my sickness, I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry.
What do you like? After all these years being with Teresa, then what's the best trait you like about her?
Oh, Teresa's she's cool. She's mellow. She can freak out because her father was in the Air Force, so she's really was brought up in the military type of atmosphere all her life. Right. So she's used to. She's that kind of OCD. Because I was a police officer and I was a military policeman. Everything had to be perfect. So now I like being not. There ain't nothing filthy, but I like being sloppy. She puts everything everywhere. If I brush my teeth and put it here, I go back. I don't even know where it is. She's like one of these people that everything is perfect, and she knows where every single thing is. It's cool, but it's annoying.
Who's the boss? Who's the boss in your house?
I don't know. Because if I'm taking my medicine, if I'm taking my PTSD medicine, she's the boss. If I'm out of it. But if it depends. If it's something with danger, anything with danger, I'm like on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm totally on it. So that's how she's kind of airheady, she's very trust people, very friendly and all that shit. I'm the opposite. I don't trust nobody.
Yeah, you've got to be careful though, haven't you?
Yeah, you got to be cool. I lived in another country. So for a year, I lived in Korea. So, and then I also competed in Mexico when I was in Texas. You know what I mean? I was in El Paso. I was at Fort Bliss. So that was cool as shit too. That was cool. Being in the West. So that's why I can fly into LA and it could be fucking nutty and I'm not going to live there. If I moved any place, it'd probably be either Arizona or Texas.
Right. Okay.
Because that's right next to you. You could drive to a gig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's nice living in Florida, but it's wintertime. It's going to become wintertime here. And it's like summers at other places, but it's gorgeous.
Brilliant. Anyway, I've got to come to an end. And,
okay.
But, I really enjoyed speaking to you too. I think,
Yeah, and what's the name of your show again?
It's Crossroads Support Group.
Okay.
That's what they call it. If you can go on there and leave it like a review or some sort of kind of,
on the shows?
Yeah, well, it's got, you're going to go on to Crossroads Support Group.
Okay.
Go into reviews and you see all the reviews down.
Okay.
And it will kind of like, just put what you want in there. Put any shit in there if you want.
All right. So we're gonna do a segment. We're gonna do a cooking segment, dedicated to you. and then it'll be comedy. It's gonna be comedy, but me and Teresa be involved. She's gonna do the real research because she loves all that shit and all the cooking and the oils, and she'll come on and try to do a decent meal.
I'll tell you what, when you do that, go tell me, and I'll get you back on, and we can have it. We can watch it live.
Watch the show live.
Yeah,
All right.
why not?
All right,
Put it
screw
on
it.
here. Put it on here. Put it on there,
Okay.
and you get a lot of followers then. So
All right, we'll figure that all out. That'd be cool.
you know, YouTube's been on now, and what have I had on here so far? So it's about 400. So that'll probably climb later on. So
All right, we'll figure that all out.
all right.
Technically, we'll figure that whole thing out. But it's great, man. I hope to meet you when I go there.
Yeah.
I definitely want to meet you. I don't know how far or what. But logistically, we'll talk about it. So there's a lot of people that are my friends that I really want to have a lunch with them or dinner or some shit like that. So
Yeah.
you know, when I get there, we'll do dinner or lunch, maybe on me or some shit or whatever. You know, we'll meet whoever. You know, meet your family or meet another business acquaintance or whatever. But we're going there to film. We're going there to film 2 shows when we get there. One's the Hollywood show, and then we're doing the cooking segments. But the Hollywood show is the main show. The cooking segments is a side thing. That's a side thing. You know.
Well, if you do cooking thing with Princess Natalie,
Oh yeah.
well, I want one too then.
Oh, when I get there, do you want a segment with you? Yeah, no problem. We'll do it.
That'd be funny that way, wouldn't it?
Let's do it. We'll advertise it until we get there.
All right.
Yeah, we'll have some fun with it.
You got to have a laugh, haven't you? Because I don't mind people taking the mick out of me or whatever. I'm used to it by now.
Yeah, no, man. We got to be silly. We'll be silly and stupid. Be funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, we'll figure it all out. I'll connect with Teresa, and when we get there, we'll definitely do. I'll do some Princess Natalie. I'll do one with you, and then we're going. We're going to London.
Oh yeah,
Sure, we'll do both. We'll do both. You just figure that. Just we're not from there. As long as you come get us and take us, we'll film wherever you want.
Right. Okay, we will definitely do that. Well, thank you for you both. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
I'm sorry about my speech. I'm just getting over a stroke and everything, and it's really tough.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it's
that blows. I'll say prayers.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but
life's up and down, man, and it's got to stay up.
Yeah. But you're funny.
Thank you very much.
And love to Teresa as well, and thank you for that as well. And,
no problem. Well, we're going to promote your show. You'll see.
Thank you very much.
All right, man. Bye.
Okay, bye. God bless. Bye.
Okay.
There you go. Let me apologise to if we ran over a bit to Rebecca. I'm so sorry about that. But thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's been really good. Until next time, stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye for now.